Can you guess what I might be doing? Just a quick video today. So we're giving copper to 4 of the goats that need it. One of the goats already got her copper a couple months ago because she was looking like she needed it. I only give copper when they look like they need the copper. So the banana method is the one that works best for me. I just hollow out a little crater in the top of the banana and then open the capsule and pour the copper rods in. And then I top that banana back together and try to seal it up. And then I cut little slices as a snack so I can give them a banana that's a treat, make sure that they're going to receive it well, and then I give them the one with copper. So far, only one of my goats, I have to cup my hand over her mouth to make sure she doesn't spit it out. But this method has worked best for me. And we've also given bananas as treats to get them used to bananas so that they aren't as picky about them. But let's go see the goats, and hopefully I can show you some of the little telltale signs that I look for in my herd to know when they need copper. Okay, here we go. Hopefully I can do this successfully on my own. I'm the only one here at home today, but it needs to get done, so guess we're doing it. Ooh, slippery. The snow has melted a little bit, still quite a bit out there, but not like those blizzard drifts that we had before. Alright, let's get in here. Hi, Lucy. So Lucy's the goat that got her copper already because she was just looking like she needed it. So she got it 3 months ago. But the rest of those mamas need their copper. So that's who we're aiming for today. Okay, let's go. Let's go. And Lucy's the easiest one to give copper to because she is my least picky goat. She'll eat anything I hand her, almost. Alright, let's see if we can do this. I don't think I'm going to be able to film this because I have to have both hands just in case. So I'll let you guys know how it goes. Well, that could have gone better. I thought I could distract like Lucy by putting a little hay. But the problem was then they were all trying to get the hay and they didn't care about what I had. So only one of the 4 took the copper from me, and I had to force it in the rest of them, which ended up being a huge mess because they like kind of chew it and then spit it out, and then you have to like obviously keep your hand in front of their mouth to push it back in. So they got most of it, but we'll just have to watch for the next like probably about 6 months or so is when I would probably start seeing signs again. So this is what I look for. So if you can see what Ethel's tail looks like, it's all like fanned out, like fish-tailed. And Lucy, she got her copper like 3 months ago. And if you look at her tail, it's nice and pointed again, like all the hair on it isn't fanned out. Astrid isn't as bad, but I figured I was going to just give her some because she's never had some. And then Lagatha and Freya, they were starting to get fish-tailed. Like, you can see her tail, it's starting to fan out. Hers wasn't as bad, but it's still like fishtailing. So they definitely needed it, and they've never had it before. None of the 2 years ago kids have had copper. Only Ethel and Lucy have had copper. But I just kind of watch for the doling of their coat, which is hard to tell on the white goats, but if you're used to your goats, you can kind of tell. I'm comparing them to the baby of last year. So Fiona right here, her coat is a lot shinier and brighter. And you can tell in Ethel a little bit, she's a little bit dull, but she has a little bit of roan in her. And so you just have to know your goat. The doling of the coat, the fishtailing of their tail. And then people say sometimes they get bald spots on their noses and around their eyes. I haven't seen that in my goats yet. It's usually fishtailing is what I see first. And so then I start to like watch and evaluate them to see if they need copper. And definitely depends on your area too. So this is in no way, oh, you should always give your goats copper. You have to figure out what's best for your herd. And I've found that I can go 6 to 8 months in between. Like, so I'll give them copper now, and I probably won't have to give them a copper again until August or later, sometimes yearly. So Lucy had to get hers earlier. That's just me giving my goats copper. And I definitely think that Ethel needed it the most, and then Lagatha, and then Freya, and then Astrid. So in order of like how severe they needed it. I do have minerals over here, but the problem is sometimes they get wet and they won't eat them. And so then I have to add more so that there's a top layer of dry. And our snow is starting to melt, although it was only because we had one warm day, because it is currently 20 degrees. And all of this snow was the snow that it had blown into big old drifts. So of course it was the thinnest layer. So that's why that melted first. And then we still have these huge patches everywhere. We're still in the height of our winter, but sometimes we get pounded with snow, and then sometimes we just get a huge storm, and then it just insta freezes and stays super cold. So it's been like below freezing the last several weeks after that blizzard. So pretty cold, but we're used to it. Well, that's it for today. Thanks for coming along with us. Gonna finish my chores up, feed the chickens, and we'll see you in the next video.